6 o'clock. Let's call the meeting to order. Mr. Serna, would you lead us in the pledge and speak?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I salute the flag of the state of New Mexico, the Zia symbol of perfect friendship among united cultures.
Approval of tonight's agenda.
I move that we approve tonight's agenda.
Second.
We move and second to approve tonight's agenda. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, motion carries. Approval of the December 16th regular board meeting minutes.
Move to approve December 16th, 2025 regular board meeting minutes.
A second.
We move and second to approve last month's board meeting minutes. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, motion carries. Item 2, reorganization of the board. Keep them as is, or we want to change them up? Okay,
I move that we keep them as is.
Second.
moving second to keep the officers as are. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, motion carries. No public comment? All right, moving on to reports. PAC.
Right. We had our PAC meeting on January 9th, so this is July. We discussed the CTE application, which,
Yes. We discussed the CT application very briefly with the things that we need to do, including several of us are going to the CTE community meeting on Thursday, which will give us more guidance on what it is. But the CTE application is to try to get some business support into what we're doing for our career technical education, which is what CTE stands for. Typically, you pick two. Ours has typically been culinary and something in ag. The state kind of rotates around what that looks like, so they haven't really told us what we get to pick from. But for us, it needs to stay around culinary and ag as much as possible.
Okay, what do you mean by pick from?
1 year they had to pick something from the health area. Fortunately, it was a good year for us because we had 2 students going to the CNA program, and so we could put a lot of money into that and do some different things. We have to do offer health anyway and CPR, so we bought some CPR mannequins and things for that aspect for our students, and can use the money and the money's grown every year quite a bit. In fact, in some cases, not always easy to spend, bro. So.
And when you said meeting, what meeting?
It's a EMU, EMU Riadoso. Tiffany Walker will be here from PED to kind of lead that discussion, and it's on trying to get some community involvement, trying to get business partners, help us figure out who our business partners are in our areas, and which is always kind of a challenge for what the kids are interested in, what businesses we actually have locally. So
The ideal goal is to train them here to go to work for business.
Right.
So they get the skills, the training here, and then hands-on skills, learning with the employer, an apprenticeship type
Oh, okay.
within the career technical field.
Thank you. I have no phone, I love it. I'm not gonna explain this well. The other big thing coming up is we have been doing the career day planning. Again, it will be March 19th, and we are inviting Hondo and Coronas juniors and seniors. We have started putting together our list with positive feedback from the vendors or companies as to who's going to return again And then we have some new ones who are excited to come in. And then this year, we have, we're gonna go ahead and ask for some sponsorships too for it. We want to do like donuts and coffee in the morning for the vendors. And then we're gonna provide lunch again for the vendors and
Hopefully the kids.
hopefully the kids. So, pretty exciting. We're hoping to have about 30 vendors.
What about, have you guys thought about like lunch, maybe have Vicky bring her food truck out?
We did think about that, but for the students, our students, it's something like them paying for lunch versus getting lunch provided by the school. We want to be able to just give them lunch.
I know, but you could give her a PO or give her a check to school, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Or she
It's an
could also
option.
mark. That way it's kind of a lot of less work for everybody because she'll be doing the work. And then she could just mark it at the end, tell you how much it was, and I bet you she even gives you guys a discount.
yeah. Last year we did Schlotzsky's, which is high school, the individual boxes.
Right,
So we were able to just, here's what it is, take your box, and then they went and sat down. So we're kind of looking for something easy like that, especially for feeding the kids. It's like, it's a little scary. with the
I know, but it'd be
children.
nice also
And
to
then all at
use.
once, you know what I mean,
Mhm.
instead of,
Waiting.
if you do that, then you gotta wait.
Yeah, that's true. Let's see, prepare, that's somewhere, I mean, because it's a local vendor.
I can ask for sure, see kind of what she.
Maybe she could
if
come up with
work out like a
something.
meal deal for us.
Just get
like
little boxes.
hamburger.
Chips and a soda, and she can maybe just send out boxes.
We asked, we talked about that last year, and the problem was no single vendor could facilitate everybody that needed a meal in that short of time during their normal lunch crowd was part of what we were running
She would have
into.
to give up her lunch
Yeah.
crowd,
Right.
absolutely.
So,
I mean, I'm more than willing to reach out, and we had talked about getting with all of the restaurants here last year,
Right.
but getting one specific thing from everybody to create meals was just, these are just student sandwich boxes. But
Right.
I can ask her and see, I mean, if she can do like.
Maybe they could get
sandwiches
creative
that
or
day
something.
You know, I can definitely ask. So, I think that's it. And we're basically just focused on fluidity right now. It's kind of a beginning of the year.
All right, principal's report.
So there's a typo on the enrollment because I didn't change it from last January. The numbers are correct, but the total enrollment is where it's not correct. So total enrollment is 139 pre-K to 12. We have 4 pre-K 3 students, 4 pre-K 4 students, 74 K through 5, 22 at the middle school, and 35 at the high school. So 131 K through 12. We've increased a little bit from last month. We've had some new movements. Thursdays of this month, kindergarten through 6th grade are doing art with Dennis Bateman. He's coming in and doing that with them on Thursdays. January the 5th was our in-service day, and we had a CKH recharge day. So CKH came and redid our, talked about what we wanted to see in the classroom. So going back over the social contracts, asking the 4 questions, setting the school-wide community to make sure that everybody was on the same page. So we did that, and it's good to see that the teachers are going back and reviewing the social contracts with the kids and incorporating some other new things with our students. So it's good to see. January 21st, Wednesday, middle school kids will go to Quiz Bowl. And then on the 21st, Miss Barella's taking 7 kids to the high school college fair in Mountain Air. It was kind of a last minute thing. So there's some colleges going and setting up at Mountain Air, and they invited us to go to that if we could. And so she's taking 7 students, I think is the last count. And then there's various basketball games going on this month. And that's all.
getting close to having a very intense home game stretch. Like in about 12 days, I think we have like 8 home games. I mean, it's very, very intense. So
Thank you. Superintendent's report.
Not a whole lot new on construction. We're still moving forward. They started putting some of our carpet in today. I'm going to look out tomorrow and see what our carpet looks like. They're getting interior texture taping done. One inconvenience we've got going on right now is the safety fence we had between new construction and Manier Hall. They had to move closer to Manier Hall because they're having to do some final grading for ADA ramps and things like that they'll have to do on the building that they got to finish before they complete. So for about a week to 2 weeks, the exits going out Manier Hall towards the building are all closed off. We do have a safety barrier for some reason a kid runs out the door or something like that to do that. The good news is the people who are doing that part of the construction move rather quickly and get done rather fast. So I imagine it'll be they say a week to 2 weeks. I imagine we'll be on that. The track, they had to make some corrections on the track. Had a couple places that were a little wavy, so they're fixing that. And then the company didn't do part of the drainage system right that they were doing during the football season on the weekend. So that has been dug back up. The new drainage system was delivered today and will be in place. They say we will have our track and all of that done before track season, and I tell them you've got about 4 weeks to get it done because we probably start track practice middle of February, last week of February at the latest. Any questions on construction? Transportation last week, I think y'all read it. We had a perfect storm of all of our backup drivers and our 2 regular drivers kind of created an issue, and with one of our substitute drivers, we just weren't comfortable trying to combine routes to go out on 54. So we did for the first time in about 3 years, had to cancel a bus route for a day. Everything's back up and running.
So when you, excuse me, so when you cancel a bus route, does that mean the parents are responsible?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, we had and tried to catch most of our parents, at least the ones that were out the furthest. And
Right.
as always, they were very supportive and understanding. As always, I include in my PSA, we're looking for bus drivers, route drivers, and substitute drivers, and we've got more drivers right now than we ever had. It was just a perfect storm that nobody would be able to drive that Wednesday afternoon and that Thursday. So, well, I can't say nobody. We ran one route.
Right.
But, legislative session, Stan Rouse has been out with the medical issues, so there's not our normal voice up in Santa Fe is not up there. So several superintendents may be making a lot of daily trips up there. So on days we don't have meetings here, I could be in Santa Fe helping fight for what we need to fight for. There's not a whole lot hadn't hit the radar yet. One thing that they're trying to do away with is remote learning, computer learning, and that is very detrimental to the rural schools. That takes care of our early college, our dual credit classes, our credit recovery, and any student with medical issues. So that's one of those things we want to fight. I think we've got it nudged. County manager reached out to all the superintendents in our county to meet with them. So we'll be meeting with him on January. I put 26. I think it's actually January 29th. Not sure what we're meeting about, but asked to meet with all of us. And so we'll be doing that. I don't know if you noticed, you get a chance to see the kids heading out of town. Our new athletic suits have come in for our basketball players, and they did look sharp going and getting off the bus there.
Great.
And so the main thing, this just goes kind of in line with the training we just had with RBC, is the rankings I sent out to try to prioritize jobs or future construction, future projects, if you will. This is kind of where they came in. Number one was the ag farm. Not real clear. And really had a lot of conversation on what at the ag farm, but ag farm seems to rank the highest. This building here seems to rank the lowest. And then you can kind of see where things are in the middle. One of the things that I will still argue needs to be towards the top is some kind of maintenance yard for our maintenance people. When Palms was here, and I meet with them again March 11th, there were a lot of things that concerned them, but that we don't have anywhere to put. that are things we need to keep. And on top of that, from our project, we're going to have 3 to 5% of all light bulbs, 3 to 5% of all replacement tile, 3 to 5%. We're going to have things from new construction. We're going to need a place to put in case a tile breaks or a carpet square gets ruined, or those types of things. So working on getting some cost on a lot of those projects. The good news is the camera and keyless entries, we've got just under 200,000 sitting that we've gotten from PSFA that's strictly for technology and security, not technology, excuse me, security and safety. That also does the fence. The fence ironically ranked almost as low as our building did, and the fencing is going to need to be done pretty quick after the project. So, but I've only got 17 total responses. 5 of those were from the PAC and 12 were from staff members. And I would imagine 3 or 4 of us are sitting in the room of that 12. So it's kind of where we are on those aspects. So I think I emailed one out to y'all, but I don't know if anybody sent it back. I can resend it when I do the minutes this week. I'll resend it out to you guys if you want me to.
No, I've got it.
So.
I've got it ranked. And I should got it.
So, but it came out with the last minute, so it could have very easily got missed. So,
Okay, I'll look at it.
yes, it
It was there.
so. Any questions on?
Good.
Good.
In financial, Marie couldn't be here tonight. She had a conflict in those schools since we moved on.
Monday.
So, anybody have any questions? Did you look at the
Absolutely.
Financials?
Line by line.
and you're
I
good?
did. have some- And I do have some questions. So who are our lawyers? It seemed like the name, I thought it was Cuddy and
All right, so we
there's all kinds of lawyer names on here.
yeah, okay. So remember we had during the Power School incident, we had McDonald Hopkins, which was a third party.
Okay.
We are done with them.
Okay.
We should be paid out with them. We're done.
Okay.
And so unless there's any other incidences, we'll be done with them. Cuddy McCarthy is still doing our bonds and our things like that. But when Laura Castile left Cuddy McCarthy, because of the things we're already involved in with her, we stayed with her. So we have Laura Castile is our main lawyer. Cuddy
I didn't know
MacArthur
that.
does our bonds and stuff.
Okay, so there's Castile is our main lawyer for
Yes.
us for the school.
And she used to be with Cuddy.
Ah.
Yeah.
I did not know that. Okay.
We went with her almost a year ago now.
Okay,
Yeah.
and then there's another lawyer name on here.
There should be only 3.
Oh, maybe that was the one I saw, but I didn't understand who it was. I guess that was it. Okay. Oh, that's CPA. Okay, that was the name I said, Beasley. That was our CPA. So Castile is our lawyer. Okay.
Yes.
All righty. That was it.
So there's 2 bars, one of them the Geo Library, got an increase of 8,000, and the other one is the PILT payment of 860,000.
The what payment
PILT.
PILT.
Real money.
Taxes.
that we owe?
No, it's money to us
Oh,
from the window.
oh, that's wonderful.
It is, isn't
Yes.
And some.
Yes, it was.
That's a pleasant surprise. Oh, that's awesome.
And that money we can use for
Whatever.
no restrictions.
Wow.
So one of the things that
Well, Chris,
I will come back to y'all in a future board meeting is upgrading 2 more vehicles, 2 more Suburbans.
I think
Our white
860.
ones are getting a little for the wear, I guess is a good way to put it. They make me nervous. So
Very nice, okay.
But that's an example. We can-
No, that's what I have.
And I'll entertain a motion to approve the consent
I move to approve bills paid
in the bars.
and the bars.
Second.
And then second is pay our bills and approve the 2 bars. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. Item 6 is do we want to keep the same evaluation process we've used in the past?
Mhm.
I'll get it out probably February 1st-ish, something like
We're
that.
busy.
Have it ready for the
There'll be
February
a
board meeting.
conference. Okay, thank
That
you.
works for everybody,
Mm-hmm.
okay? Item 7, the rates in Santa Fe obviously are more than what the state
Mhm.
allows.
They actually may not be.
Oh,
This is more for just in
In
case.
case?
Yes.
okay. So in case the rates in Santa Fe are more,
I move to approve the hotel rate in Santa Fe over 200, if it's over $215.
Second.
the move second, any further discussion?
Didn't we do this before?
Have to do it every year.
You have to do it for every occurrence.
Okay,
Yes.
we can't, okay. Got it.
We can't
That's-
do it
that's why I was
one
confused.
blanket for the year, we can't do that. We do it for
Did we
each.
get a second? Did somebody second?
I did.
Sorry.
That's all.
Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, motion carries. Lincoln County Days, February 4th, I guess we know who's going. You got
Mhm.
that?
Yep.
Okay.
I think you're gonna let me know tomorrow.
From the Institute, next PAC meeting, February 9th.
Uh-huh.
Our next board meeting is February 17th. Spring budget, the law conference, and leadership retreat. Okay.
Okay.
Anybody have anything else? I'll move we adjourn.
Second.
Moving second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Have a wonderful evening.
I forgot your checkbook.
Ah.
My checkbook was in my car and I forgot it.